Hey there guys, Reckoning here, and welcome back to Let's Play Devil May Cry. In the last episode, we just did Mission 12, where we fought off Griffin with our mighty fire guns. In this episode, we're going to start off with Mission 13. And as you can see, this is a long video, so it's either this one takes hell and ever, or I end up doing multiple, and one of them takes a unimaginable amount of time. I forget which one it is, but the room is flooding because we picked up the Staff of Hermes, because that makes total sense. And this is another underwater level, because this ship is sinking. Well, that makes sense then. I mean, it did have a giant hole in the bottom. Don't know why it took this long to sink, but now it can't go through the door, so we have to go through this hole down here that opened up. And now the entire ship is obviously flooded, and now there's enemies down here. So we gotta fight them. And I seem to recall stating that this is the only game that does underwater levels. I was actually wrong. There are underwater levels in Devil May Cry 2 that I was not aware of when I actually stated that. But I have now discovered that there actually are underwater levels in Devil May Cry 2, as well as in, obviously, this one. And as far as I know, there seriously are none in DMC 3 or 4. Unless I'm majorly blanking, and there actually is one in those as well. But I am at least 75% sure there is not an underwater level in Devil May Cry 3 or 4. So, that's been cleared up. Other than that, I think there was something else that I wanted to correct, but I can't remember what it was. I seriously don't remember now. Huh. Weird. Oh damn, that was all one mission. And I took no damage, so I got untouchable, and an S rank, so that got me another trophy, Smashing Sensation. Nice. Which gives me a bonus 1500 orbs, which is pretty good. And since it's only like a 3-minute mission, we obviously went on to do more. I've noticed the underwater controls in 2 are a little bit better than they are here. And before we forget, there's a little blue orb fragment for us. I'm going to need that bonus health later on. I think with this you have to swim toward the upper, I guess, boundary of the water at the right angle, and then you jump out. Or in 2, you just swim upward and you jump out that way. You just have to angle yourself around to land on solid ground. So it's better, obviously. And I think this just serves as the transition between missions 13 and 14. Which I suppose is fine. It's not like it's going to last that long. But I seem to remember when I watched this over briefly before that we do more than just 2 missions. This is mission 14. We have to get to the surface and go to the Coliseum, which we walked past earlier. I forget what I need for here. Oh. Yeah, having a kick 13 is always a good thing. Can do more of a charge that way. Buy a vital star because, knowing me, I'll need it at some point. Now that we've spent all our orbs, we can continue on safely. This, I recall, not being a long mission? I don't remember. Because I didn't look it over that much. Kind of skipped around. But I think we do missions 13, 14, and 15 in this episode. Though with 14... Oh, wait, I think I remember. I think I remember now. So by pulling the skeleton's arm, we open that up, and of course there was a booby trap that we just activated. So we're now on a moving conveyor belt with a whole bunch of spikes, trying to drive us into the spike wall where the skeleton is. You just gotta walk around them. Sometimes, a jump could help. But technically, you don't need to jump. And that's that out of the way. So now we can go up this elevator. Where does this take us? Is that here? I believe there's an item sitting around here, which I do go and... Yeah, I'm going to pick that up right now. You can barely see it, but there is a holy water sitting in the waterfall. And as I showed with the fire sin sight enemy, it's never a bad idea to have a holy water on you. So I don't know if they're dedicated screen clearers, but never hurts to have one. It's more shadows, I believe, showing up here. It's been a while since I've seen commentary for this, but I'm pretty sure those are called shadows. Usually they're, if you're playing on easy, automatic, there are not shadows there. But since we're on normal and shadows can exist, they're going to put shadows there. And then I think the reason I keep switching over to Alistar for these is because Alistar attacks faster, or at least in my mind does, so I could potentially get more red orbs that way. Then I go for that because I know there's a blue orb there. Because when I had beat the game prior to recording this, I seem to recall, I beat the game on normal. Then, right after I did that, started recording. And I did this whole game in like 2 sessions, so I remembered where that was. So, that puts us up to 3 out of 4 now. So we're good. And as you can see, we're in another area with more marionettes. And I believe... Do I see a fetish? Probably a fetish or two around here. I don't see one at the moment. But I seem to recall the main point of this area, other than to pick up a Devil Star, is you need to accumulate 200 orbs to open up the red door. Which, I already have the 200 orbs, but I can always get more by fighting these guys. It seems that there is a fetish there because I saw a trail of fire. And if you see fire, it probably means fetish. But not in real life. Though, if you watch my streams, you'd be wondering about that. I think you know what I'm trying to get out of that. And if you do, good, because I don't. So we got, what, 100 or so orbs off that? Let's put there. I think if you go into this corner, you get a whole bunch of little ones. Oh, you just needed 100. Okay. So that did give you enough. 200 might have been the previous door where the blue orb was. Or the fragment was. And this was the locked door we looked at earlier. And that's another mission down. Okay. So that was what I thought. So now I believe we come to the reason that this video is 33.5 minutes long instead of just 11. And apparently that marked my goal of 10,000 red orbs.